The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put their cloaks on them, and he sat on them. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest heaven!" When he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was in turmoil, asking, "Who is this?" The crowds were saying, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth in Galilee." Episcopalians love a parade. Get a few of us together for worship and we'll line up in a procession every time. Today, we commemorate Christ's entry into the holy city of Jerusalem. And what a parade it must have been that day. A carpenter on a donkey, fishermen and outcasts, tax collectors and sinners, young and old alike, all moving along the street to the shouts and praise of the populace. People tossing their coats and palm fronds into the road before this group, and for this man they think they know. In Matthew's telling, the people acknowledge Jesus, not as a coming king, not as the Son of God, but as a prophet. The crowds knew him as one who preached and teach, who healed and made whole. They knew him as someone who could give good gifts from God, but not as the one who was God's good gift to us. Who is this? The question was asked by those crowds 2,000 years ago, but it's still a question that we ourselves must answer today. In our liturgies for Holy Week, we walk beside Jesus from today's triumphal entry to his betrayal, to his humiliation, and to his death, before our vigil of hope and the joy of Easter morning. Walk this way with Jesus this week. Walk this way and answer this question for yourself. Who is this? Who is this man named Jesus? Who is he to you?